Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, John.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone, I'm Luke Rides. Luke Rides Big. And what you're going to learn here today is how to fit and install the Ilmberger Carbon Ignition Surround for your BMW 2017 to 2022 R NineT Racer. So we're going to do that today, and it's going to be a whole lot of fun. Let's do it. Yeah.
It's showtime.
When you fit the shroud and adhere it into place, take your time, because you can kind of see that the carbon fiber shroud is a little bit off here, very close to the ignition barrel, but then on the other side there's a gap. It's just what? I'm not a mechanic, not professional.
I hope you keep that in the video. I had to interfere. Right, that's the stickies removed. Oh no, one more. I don't know what's the matter with you lot. Yeah, I don't know. There you go, that's all your stickies removed. Then you can make your own mind up where you want to stick it. You know what to do.
Yeah, this is thinking a little bit outside the box. So what we've got here is some very nice 3M tape. Got a pair of scissors. And then we're going to make our own sticky pads and put them roughly in the same position as where Ilmberger placed the original pads, and then we could also maybe put some extra padding here just to reinforce. If you find that the shroud is, you've fitted it, but it's just at an angle, it's not centered enough. So we're going to do that now. This isn't easy. Whoa. This is the end result. Now we need to remove the sticky part of the 3M tape. And then we're going to have another go at fitting this piece. What you do is you take an edge like here, slowly work the pad out to the red strip piece. You've got to work it out. Not easy. This may take a little while. Oh, that's one. And then you've got to do the same with these 4 pieces. They're right at an angle, so it's yeah, not easy. Give the 3M tape a good push down as well, so it adheres as best as possible. Now take your time when lining up the carbon fibre. Try to get it centre and just drop it in. There you go, just drop it in. Look dead straight on it. And just watch your gaps on all 4 sides. Watch your gaps. You want even gaps all round. And that. Use your finger. There's a bit more of a gap on the. For some reason, it's just the way it's sitting. Yeah, BOL, once you stick this puppy down, you're not going to have much wiggle room at all. I mean, that's actually pretty centre. Yeah, look at that, that's actually pretty centre compared to before. And we've stuck the tape, well, we've placed the tape in such a way that hopefully you wouldn't see it. And then get that little wiggle movement there, don't worry. That is normal. That's absolutely normal. That wiggle is not the carbon shroud, it's the BMW ignition surround just moving on its clips. So that wiggle, don't be worried. There's nothing to be worried about there. And that, no, it's not easy, but that is a lot centre compared to before. A lot more centre. Even the gaps here are the same. Look at that. That is your carbon fibre. Carbon fibre surrounded by BMW. Wow, like Ilmberger. That looks pretty. For a carbon fibre piece, that looks pretty centre. Yeah, you can have a bit of a wiggle there, but that's fine. Let's see. If you can, doesn't like to get a second pair of eyes. That looks pretty good actually. Me? Yeah. Oh, what do you think?
Me? Yeah, spot on.
Spot on. Two sets of eyes, spot on, even gaps all round. That's a lot better. Before, what we had was the carbon fibre shroud was off to one side, and now this is professional. This is centered and nice even gaps all round, and it's the carbon fibre shroud's moving with the BMW surround ignition plastic underneath. Really good job. Very nice fit. That's how you fit the Ilmberger carbon shroud to your classic superbike R NineT Racer. So this is the finished product. Lovely gap all round, same gap roughly all round, which is good. Rusty bummer. When fitting this carbon fibre, keep that in mind though, to watch for this gap. If the carbon fibre shroud is off to one side, where it's got a tight gap here or here, but then it's got a wide gap on the other side of the carbon fibre, it looks really untidy, it looks horrible, it looks like you've put no effort into it. And for the owner as well, to see a really tight gap on one side, but then a wide gap on the other side, it'll really bother you. So get the gap the same all round, and it looks amazing.
You're goddamn right.
Professional and factory, and BMW will be very proud of you, and that's how it should be. Yeah, so fancy that. We had to make a modification to the shroud to give it some extra 3M tape for security. And yeah, it's just really important that you line up the shroud, line it up, get it ready, and then install. Which is quite interesting. And what Luke Price has learned is that you don't actually need to take the shroud off, the BMW factory shroud off, because you want to leave that on so that you can take your time in lining up the carbon shroud and then fitting it. Because it's taped on, once it sticks, you won't have any way to try and move the shroud left or right or up and down. If you notice that there's a really wide gap on say one corner of the shroud where the ignition key goes in, and then there's a really tight gap on the other side. So you just got to take your time to fit it, and yeah, pretty interesting. Looks amazing. Carbon is stunning. Carbon is sexy. The pattern on it looks amazing. You would see that on a Ducati superbike, Kawasaki superbike, BMW superbike. It's that level of quality. It's to that standard. So yeah, thanks for watching everybody.
The way we...
The little rascal has spirit. As water.
It's the end of the trail for me.
Thank you.
Thank you, kid.
Of course, you got the cup of coffee. Yeah. Ah, try the coffee. Brilliant.